Pay attention, white people. This is how you cosplay as a black woman. Because not only is she dressed the part, but she took it a step further and went and got the Rihanna forehead, and I just... Now watch 3 months from now it come out, this bitch got forehead cancer and y'all try to cancel me for that joke. And nigga, I'll be ready. So if you didn't know, Adele is f***ing a black guy, which in some countries is still totally acceptable. But as us gays know, when two BBCs combine, a show is born. Also, was I the only one who saw this and thought it was Katy Perry at first? I could see her dry pussy ass trying some bullshit like this. So when I saw it was Adele, I was like, okay, so let's talk. The body looks amazing. You can't take that from her. Her body looks fucking amazing. However, it is the bantu knots, Jamaican titties, and the eye bags for me. Like, sis really ain't trying to make this shit look good at all, did she? And the sad part is black folk love Adele. You know, whenever we talk about killing the whites, we always leave Adele out the conversation. So the main thing people have a problem with is her wearing the bantu knots, which is a traditional African hairstyle, and a Jamaican flag, because they think she's appropriating the culture, which is understandable. Now, I'm actually Jamaican. I mean, I don't fucking know, that's what my mama told me. But what I do know is that any white woman who decides to wear a Jamaican, West Indian, African flag, you gonna get read the house down. And everyone should fucking know that. But come on, we also know that there wasn't any harm intended. And we know Adele isn't racist. And we know Adele loves black people. And we know Adele supports the movement. So it's like, it's pure ignorance. And it's just the level of ignorance that it took to reach this point was crazy. Like, bitch, no one in your circle saw this picture and was like, girl, they gonna rip your ass apart. But here's where it gets interesting. So y'all niggas like, finally this shit gets interesting. Bitch, fuck you. So people are coming out and saying that at Jamaican festivals, everyone gets their hair braided by people at the festival. So she was literally just partaking in the events. But people are also going back and saying that bantu knots are traditional and shouldn't be messed with and you're stealing from our culture. Now this is my thing. Could I imagine that someone on the street in a Jamaican festival in London was like, oh my God, I get the chance to do Adele's hair. They don't give a f if she's white or not. It is fucking Adele. Would you stop yourself from doing Adele's hair if Adele asked you to do her hair? I think the f not. Hairstylist, how much would you charge someone like Adele to do their hair? Right? Cause like, how do you put a number on that? Also, okay, so you know how like people complain and bitch about like when someone comes to them and is like, hey, I'll pay you with exposure. And like most of the time it's like, okay, bitch, shut the f up. How dare you insult my craft? But when someone like Adele comes to you and it's like, hey, I'll show you to my 32 million fans, it's like, do you complain? I'd go down on Adele for like 5,000, wouldn't you? Anyways, sound off below. Do you think Adele was being insensitive and inconsiderate by taking on this style? Or do you think the bitch was just trying to show love and support for the culture? You know, it is what it is. You know, it's... My main thing is like, bitch, Adele, you was invited to the cookout. You was probably the head white bitch at the cookout. And then you went and did something like this. Now the whole black community has to get together and decide whether or not we should renege your invitation. Don't do this again, Adele. Don't make us renegers. Love, peace, and chicken grease.